women's liberal arts college, so with that, there's heavy emphasis on the word women. So I expected for Barnard to teach me on feminism, like my writing, to improve my writing style, rhetoric, and like my ways of thinking. Barnard is known for its English, the origins of the liberal arts education. Isocrates of Greece once stated, whether a man has been liberally educated from their earliest years is not determined by wealth or such advantages, but made manifest by their speech. So, liberal arts derives from the ancient Greece, who believes that liberal arts is what a free person should know as opposed to a slave. The pros about a liberal arts education is that the broad curriculum allows for students to learn a range of stuff as opposed to being tunnel vision and to just learn one field of education. The cons is that sometimes without the lack of a concentration, students can deviate. So in 1754, King George II granted charter for King's College, which is now known as Columbia University. Following that, the Seven Sisters Colleges were created. And then finally, in 1879, the 10th president of Columbia, which is Frederick Barnard, proposed Barnard to be created. For first-year students, it is required for first-year students to take a gym class, first-year English, and first-year seminar. First-year English shares the choice of Legacy of the Mediterranean, the Americas, and Women and Culture. In the Legacy of the Mediterranean, students will learn about Greek and Roman literature. Some of the texts include the Odyssey by Homer, Aeneid by Virgil, and some students who will take the Americas course will explore literature from North and South America. Some of the works that are read include Bartholomew's Tears of an Indian, Edgar Allan Poe, etc. Another perk of being a first-year student at Barnard is the NSOP program, which stands for New Student Orientation Program at University and Barnard College. All first-year students are placed in a group with other first-year students and led by a student who's already at the college to explore the university and New York City. The honor code at Barnard College is similar to the honor code in many other institutions. Barnard's core value is the pursuit of learning knowledge for the sake of gaining knowledge. So the honor code is more or less a written moral compass for students to reinforce the rules that it's unethical to plagiarize or cheat in any way. The core requirement at Barnard is known as the 9 ways of knowing. Students must complete this 9 ways of knowing in order to graduate, and they must take a course that satisfies these 9 requirements, which is reason and value, social analysis, history study, historical studies, etc. These are all the majors that are found in Barnard College, which some include dance, economics, education, Russian. To complete a major, each student must take a certain amount of classes that fulfill the number of credits required to meet the major. Barnard's affiliation with Columbia University also gives Barnard students a chance to enroll in dual degree programs, which are 3 to 5 year programs that allow for students to complete an AB and then an MPA from, for example, Columbia's graduate school program in public policy. The student-to-teacher ratio in Barnard. There is a total of 319 faculties. The student-to-faculty ratio is 1 to 7. Class sizes differ depending on if it's a lecture class or if it's a seminar class. Lecture classes tend to have 1 to 200 students, while seminar classes have 15 to 20. Professors at Barnard and Columbia are both very helpful when students ask for help. The easiest way to contact the professors is to go to their office hours or to email them. Barnard's mission statement is that Barnard is a community for accessible teachers and to engage students and participate in an intellectual risk-taking and discovery. What I get from this statement is that students have to make the most of their education by taking initiative to do what they want to do. So if students don't take the initiative, it's hard for the mission statement to be true. Student life at Barnard University is student life at Columbia, because we, aside from academics, all extracurricular activities are joined programs in both schools. So there are a range of clubs that we can join in publications. The same applies to sports, so whichever sport is open to students at Columbia, they're also open to students at Barnard. So there's tennis, rugby, fencing, swimming, soccer, field hockey, and then there's also Greek life, which is sororities or fraternities. Some things that make Barnard special are the traditions that they have. So every year there are a couple of days that they have in Barnard, such as the Spirit Day, Midnight Breakfast, and then Subzilla Day, where they order a big Subway sandwich, and that scans across campus. The affiliation with Columbia allows for Barnard students to take practically any course that's offered in the Columbia University directory. So which is like a cross-course registration. There is an office development center at Barnard that offers advice to students on career development, and then there's also two agencies, the Barnard Babysitting Agency and the Barnard Bartending Agency, that students can work through to make just petty cash, like hard money off the book, like without tax. Where a liberal arts education could take me. Personally, I think a liberal arts education gives me a wider range of choices in career or just to pursue in any type of professional development or whatever it is. I went into college wanting to pursue a career in medicine, and now after my first year, I've become more interested in law.